Hey, how y'all doing out there? This is Trey at Animation Station, and this is my review for Hunter x Hunter 2011, episode 100. This is a very good round of applause to Hunter x Hunter. We have made it. We have made it to episode 100. This is a landmark episode right here, and this also means that bigger and better things are maybe coming to us in the States in the future, because some of these longer running animes, the English dubbers, whoever does the English, wants to wait at least 100 episodes in before they actually start getting the episode dubbed and translating over to the English version. So we may actually be getting a Hunter x Hunter English version very soon, but don't quote me on that. I actually got to do some more research and find out all the details about that. This episode is all about Killua. Killua's in the mix right now, and he is full force doing his thing. The other characters are shown. You know, we got Knuckle and Shoot, we got Gon, and we got Leo, like which I like to call the Lion King. We got them making some appearances, but Killua is actually the one making some noise, and he's the one I'm actually gonna talk about first. Touch base on everybody else towards the end. So this young man is still running around the town trying to warn the people about the pending threat that they're facing, and they ain't having it. They saw the dude on TV, and now they don't believe him. And so that's basically falling through, and it leaves him with no choice but to go off to a different area. And Leol and his men are after Killua. They are on a mission directed by neferpitou about moves they should make and what they should do, taking neferpitou's advice, and it's working out perfectly for them because they have finally caught up to Killua. And this guy Flutter is actually able to, the one who spots Killua and is tracking Killua right now. His ninja ability, he calls it the super eye, where he actually uses tiny little dragonflies to fly around the area and get a view of his target by looking at him from different angles, so they can never escape. It's actually a pretty unique ninja ability, and very helpful in this situation. At first, when Leo and his minions pop out of the hiding, I was thinking to myself, these boys should have stayed in hiding, because Killua is on a killing spree. This man is a human guillotine. He's taking off heads. If he's not taking off your heads, he's turning it the opposite way it should properly be. And then he run into this one ant. He got ass implanted bombs. Like, what the hell is going on here? And then I'm just laughing my ass off because it didn't even face my man. He called it a fire. He like, man, I can't believe this dude fired at me. I'm like, oh, this dude Killua, man, he's too much. And then we got the sniper in the distance firing at my man. And this sniper has some hellified accuracy. I mean, we see the whole grid layout on the map, and this dude is using all coordinates available. He's using X, Y, Z, and I never even heard of P. I don't know what P is. And this guy is shooting him from miles away. And when we zoom in and actually see this guy, this hipster looking guy with the cat in the hat cap, and looks like he actually stole it from this guy right here. Yeah, give him back his hat, man. And his ammunition is not bullets. No, it's fleas. It's fleas. This guy is using actually miniature fleas to pierce the skin and actually make sure that the blood does not clot, so you continuously bleed out eventually over time. And that's the problem that Killua is having right now in this episode. He's bleeding out all over the place, and he can't actually stop the fleas from coming in because he has no end, which the announcer actually interrupts the action to let you know about Killua's ability. Killua, though, he's a smart and resourceful guy. He actually uses his aura to pinpoint the trajectory of the shots being fired, and that's how he actually locates the position of Ikalgo. That's his name, Ikalgo. And then the cat and mouse game begins. But Killua, he's not really in the games, so forget the games, forget your life. He goes right for the death blow. He actually tries to lead him into this dark underwater reservoir. And by the way, where the hell did this underground pool come from? It sprang up out of nowhere. But the plan ended up backfiring. His minions actually end up eating his host body. We actually find out that this is not actually the ant's true form. He's actually using a human host as a disguise his real form. And his true form it looks ridiculous. He looks like a joke. It's a octopus looking dude with a gun in his hand. Come on, man, I can't take you seriously, and you got tears coming out your eyes because the dude called you octopus. What do you expect? Look what you look like. Look in the mirror sometime. So Killua ends up stuck in this underwater cavern facing off on Ikalgo. And that's where the episode's going to look like. It's going to start off on next episode. And the previews for next episode don't look too good for Killua, man. You got a man laying down a pool of his own blood. So I'm kind of worried about Killua. Maybe he's just playing possum in order to deliver that final death blow that's going to send this ant to his grave. And going in this episode, he's actually still playing hide and seek in the forest. Yeah, he's still in the forest trying to find out who his pursuer is, and eventually he gets up out of the forest. He ends up in the middle of a desert, and the chameleon ant named Meleoron, I think, he reveals himself to Gon and tells him that, hey man, I'm just trying to look for a partner, man. We could go against the king, we could work together. Gon at first ain't having it, and then he looks like later on he's buying his story, but I don't think so. I think Gon is actually tricking this guy to a false sense of security, and we'll see what happens with him next episode. And meanwhile, Knuckle and Shoot have began their pursuit of Cheetau, and they actually pinpoint where his location is, and then he ends up averting them due to the help of Flutter, which is the flying dragonfly, and I forgot to mention that's his name, Flutter. We learn some more about Knuckle's nin ability, which is called Chapter 7 Bankruptcy, where the host has to be within 100 meters of Knuckle, otherwise the interest will not build, and he will not have to pay anything back unless he's within range. And Shoot, that boy ain't ready. He wasn't ready for the fight, man. He was sweating bullets up and down. Like, man, come on, Shoot, put on your big boy pants. It's time to man up, because these ants ain't gonna take it easy on you, man. And you about to go ahead and face the king's royal guard. Boy, you better face these chumps, man. Hopefully I'm wrong. Maybe Shoot's ready to fight. Maybe he's ready to go. But to me, it looks like he needs to grow a pair, and quickly. We learned some new things about one of the royal guard, Shaiapouf. This guy is actually a nin master. He's able to train people in the art of honing their nin skills. Has a specific ability that will cater to your style, and he's very dangerous. I think he needs to die immediately, because with him actually being in charge, he can actually boost everybody's skill rate to the level of a squadron leader. Beyond that, actually, because like some of these squadron leaders are giving our characters problems. So if we got the royal guard and we got the king later on in the battle, and then some of the squadron leaders try to join in on the battle, our main characters are going to be screwed. So this dude Shaiapouf needs to be stopped. I don't know, all his nin training needs to come to a halt immediately. When Cheetau runs into Leo, he actually mentions I think it's his human name, Hagya, which I think is interesting, because that means he has a clear memory of his life before he became an ant, if that is his human name before he became an ant. And he puts the training offer on the table, and Cheetau accepts. So we're going to see a more powerful, more dangerous, probably even faster Cheetau, who may be able to break the time-space continuum in the next episode. Who knows? These ants are fucking crazy right now. But that's it for this episode. That's all that basically happens. What did I think about the episode? Personally, I loved it. Killua's in full-fledged attack mode, and he's not holding back, which is what I like. When he fights a battle for real, he's trying to kill. He's going for the death blow. He's going for the quickest way possible. Straight assassin mode, man. When Killua's on the scene, heads will roll. And that's basically all I got to say right there. If you like the episode, go ahead and hit the thumbs up. And man, if you're a fan of Killua, go ahead and hit the thumbs up twice, because Killua was just straight beasting. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to hear more in the future, and check me out next week, because I'll be back again for episode 101, Hunter x Hunter.